Hello everybody, I am Marissa of Marissa Reads a Lot, and in this video I am focusing on my favorite series ever that I just finally finished, the Vampire Academy series. So I recently just finished Last Sacrifice, so for this portion I'm just going to talk about why I love the series, kind of just the gist of what the series is about, and then later on, I will go ahead and talk more about Last Sacrifice. And you guys, probably, if you haven't read this book, definitely stop watching because you need to find out what happens in this book yourself. So it's going to be the spoiler portion. So, to start, like I said, this is one of my favorite series I've ever read. I finally just marathoned through all of them. It is focused on a girl named Rose Hathaway who is a Dhampir. I always mess that word up. But she is half human, half vampire, and she is like the guardian of the Moroi. I guess that's how you say it. I always get those messed up. But they are like the actual vampires. They drink blood, sort of thing. They do not sparkle, which was a nice twist on things after reading Twilight 4 times. So, and it's also focused on Lissa Dragomir, who is the last of her family because her family was killed in a car accident, and she is Moroi royalty. And then you also have the Strigoi, which are former Moroi and guardians and Dhampirs that kill somebody on purpose, and they turn into these evil vampires. They're crazy. They're even reading it in the story was like creepy just to read. Just the straight up description was horrifying. I would never want to run just one of them in my lifetime. But the book has a lot of action. I just love them. And Rose is hilarious. I mean, I could not stop laughing. She makes me laugh. She makes me cry. Just all of these emotions just flood me when I think of Rose. I love her, and I might be a little biased because Rose is my last name. So, now on to the spoiler portion that I will be focusing on, The Last Sacrifice. So, turn this off if you have not read the series because it is so worth being surprised what happens in the end. And no one likes to start out knowing exactly what happens because you're reading towards absolutely nothing because you already know it. So, please turn this off if you haven't read the series. Are you gone? Okay. So, to start off, how crazy is this? Any of you that have read this know that Lissa ends up queen. It is crazy because Rose is accused of killing Queen Tatiana, so she has to disappear and she rekindles her romance with Dimitri. My favorite. I know I love Adrian too, but Dimitri, he just got me. Got me at the first book. I was in love with him. He's kind of my fictional boyfriend, so I love him. And I am very happy that they end up together. But this whole story, when she's accused of killing Queen Tatiana, and you also find out who kills Queen Tatiana, which was a complete shock to me. I did not expect it at all. I honestly probably cried when I found out who killed her because she was one of my favorite characters in this book because she was a little bit rebellious and I just really liked her. So, Tasha killed Tatiana. How do you guys feel about that? Because I kind of freaked out when that happened. I was not okay with that. It really upset me, but the way it happens in the court, it's just crazy. And Rose gets shot. What about that? She's a vampire. Why do you need a gun? You have powers. You just had to shoot Rose. I was ticked, to say the least. I was not a happy camper after that. Like I said, I was so disappointed because I loved Tasha Ozera, and I love Christian, and I loved their whole family, even though part of them went Strigoi. I think that's why I liked them. I think I might have just felt sorry for them. Whatever. Anyway, so the end of this book, Dimitri and Rose come out of hiding and come back to court, and they end up together. And they are so in love, and it makes me so happy. But then I remember that Adrian gets screwed. Like, Rose cheated on him with Dimitri while they were on the run, and it made me so sad because he was such a nice guy, and he cared so much for her. And, that ends the book on him yelling at her, and that's it. And you don't hear from him for the rest of the time. I flipped out. I cried. I honestly did. I felt so bad for him. He was just one of my favorite characters. I don't know whether you guys were Team Dimitri or Team Adrian, but I was split, but I was in love with Dimitri. I kind of want him for myself. Rose can have Adrian. But that really upset me. But then I found out Bloodlines is based on Adrian, so I can get more Adrian. But I definitely would give this book a 5 out of 5. It is one of my favorites. The action scenes in it are pretty great. You meet some new characters, and Sydney, love her, glad she's back. And I'm also super excited to read the Bloodline series that's focused on Sydney and Adrian because this book did not give me enough Adrian. It was not okay. I needed more because he is such a sweet guy. And you know what? I hope he finds happiness with Sydney, and I cannot wait to read Bloodline series. So that is probably on my TBR list eventually. It'll happen. I have about 40 books on my TBR list currently, so Bloodlines will definitely be mixed in there somewhere, but probably not my next read. So, please tell me what you guys thought of this book, whether you loved it or whether you didn't. I just really would love to know and discuss this with you. So, what was your favorite part of this book? What was your favorite part of the series? What was your favorite book in the series? Let's start up a conversation. I really want to get to know you guys better. So, please definitely comment below and follow me on Twitter because I am going on vacation and I probably won't be posting for a while. So, keep up with me on my Twitter. It'll be posted down below. And make sure you comment and make sure you subscribe to me as well because trust me, this is not my last video because I read a lot. So, please tell me what you thought of The Last Sacrifice, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure that you keep watching. Thank you!